So today we got to play Sobek. So this is a specifically 2-player game, which are kind of hard to find. That's not your standard draw, card kind of thing. So anyway,
this is a tile kind of thing.
Yeah, this is a tile kind of thing.
Much different.
Much different. It is different. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell because board games are amazing, and that's what we do here at Legends of Nirvana. Now, Sobek is from Pandasaurus Games.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about it?
I can. Apparently, this was originally there was a multiplayer version of Sobek, and this was re-released by Pandasaurus as specifically a 2-player game. This is a 2021 release. Board Game Geek rating is 7.2. Board Game Geek rank is 1774. It's a 2-player game, obviously. 20 minutes in length, age 10 and up. Design is by Bruno Cathala and Sebastian Pauchon. Art is by Xavier Guineffe Durin, and again, published by Pandasaurus Games. MSRP on this is $29.95. Card House had it the cheapest, but they're out of stock. It's $20.79 there. And Game Nerds has it for $20.97. Just flip the 9 and the 7 there. They actually have it in stock, so they're the cheapest. Miniature Market has it for $21.99. So it's available out there, just some places currently are out of stock. Okay,
so let's talk about quality components. So you have cardboard tiles.
Yeah.
You have a material bag.
With more cardboard tiles in it, coin.
And then you have
an ankh. It's a wooden ankh.
Yep. So nothing
outstanding. Just
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Yeah, I mean I'll give it a 5.5 because of the ankh. It's kind of cool.
Okay. All right. Ankhs for the win. All right. So now let's move on to the actual theme. So the theme is we're in Egypt.
Yes.
And we are collecting resources. I assume for a burial mound. I don't know. Or maybe to give to Sobek. Who knows?
Yeah, it says construction is underway on a temple dedicated to Sobek. A huge market has emerged nearby, supplied by the continuous flow of feluccas and pirogues, I'm sure I'm mispronouncing those, along the Nile. Both your guild of merchants and your opponent's guild are determined to take advantage of this unbelievable opportunity, but the god Sobek could well tip the scales by offering his favor to whichever of you is least corrupt.
Aha. So essentially, yeah, you are collecting things from the market. So, I mean, the art's really cute. Yeah. I really like the art. It's like this cutesy ancient Egyptian kind of theme. And, I mean, there's a theme.
Yeah.
And it's cute.
And you do definitely try to avoid corruption in this game because it does give a bonus to your opponent if at the end of the game if you have corruption.
Yeah, but that didn't help me any.
Well, it helped you. You just didn't help you enough because I'm an amazing player.
That's sure.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go with that. So overall, theme-wise, I'll give it a 6 because it's super cute.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing outstanding about the theme. It's definitely a puzzler, but it doesn't really have to be set in ancient Egypt. It's, makes sense with the corruption aspect of it, and, it's loose. It's very loose.
I'm trying to remember what Sobek is the god of.
The god of not corruption.
Well, I'll be looking it up later. Because all I can think about is a song that has his name in it.
Okay.
It's Prince of Egypt. All right, so Randy, can you tell us a little, how was the rulebook? It seemed pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I mean, the rulebook is 12 pages long. It's, the size of the box, obviously. It does have a cover with just the background story on it. Cover
with some more of the cute artwork. I really like this.
It's the same as the cover of the box.
Yeah, it's a fun artworurt though.
Yeah,
I like it.
It's got really nice pictures of all the pieces in it.
I want stickers based off of this. That's actually, I think, what it is. I want to decorate my journal in them.
Yeah, so setup was a breeze. It tells you exactly how to lay it out and set it up. Matter of fact, it's kind of drawn on the board for you. It has cheat sheets that you can use. These are kind of a pain to pass around though, because there's 3 different cheat sheets, and then the scorecard is on the back of one of them. So I would much rather have had something else and have the scoreboard separately. But yeah, we were passing these back and forth all throughout the game. And it was kind of a tedious chore.
But there's only 2 people. I mean, it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's only 2 of you, but yeah, it's kind of a nuisance, especially if you're both wanting to look at what does this, powerful person do, But yeah, the gameplay is super easy to pick up and learn. Obviously, most 2-player games are pretty simple and straightforward. This one is no exception, and it gets right into how do you play, and there's not a lot to the game. So I'm going to go ahead and give it an 8. It does an effective job. It's cute. It's got all the things to get you set up and quickly into the game. There's just nothing special outstanding about it.
Okay. So, all right, let's move on to the actual gameplay. So the gameplay starts with...
You get 2 tiles to start the game that have resources on it to help collect.
Don't tell nobody what it is.
This is definitely a set collection game, kind of like Rummy, if you will, because you're trying to get at least 3 so you can lay them down on the table.
All right, so Randy, you're going to pick the first tile.
Oh, I am?
Yes, I've decided.
Because you know what you want. So the tiles have little brown marks on the sides to tell you when you take the tile which way to orient the Ankh, because the next player has to go in the direction you choose.
And then the first one you can only pick out of the first 4. So Randy gets to...
I have to pick in the middle, and obviously she didn't want anything that was in the middle because she forced me to go first. So I'm going to take this, take the cows, and it's oriented horizontally, so the Ankh is going to go this way, which means she has to choose one in that row.
So I'm going to end up picking the mammoth, and then this one is catty-cornered, so...
Yeah. Now, if she had chosen to go further, any tile, she can choose anything in the row, but if she goes further, she has to take corruption. Any tile between, she has to put face down on the little serpent god she's got over here. And at the end of the game, those count as penalty against you. So you don't want to get a bunch of those.
No, it's not the plan.
Unfortunately, I do want...
Get a person!
Well, yeah, I think I'll get a person. So I'll take this person. Now, the gods are the people are face down, so the other person won't see what you got, but you can add it to your hand. And you can then orient the Ankh whichever direction you want it to go. So I'm going to go this way with it.
Mm-hmm. And then I will say the people are very, very nice in helping you kind of being able to redirect the Ankh so that the game doesn't end.
Yeah. Don't tell her, but the one I got was the High Priest or Priestess. And you can choose to either discard all tiles of a single good from your corruption board, which is really handy, or you can discard all Sobek statues, including the Architect, from your corruption board. So the Sobek statues are wild. They're these little green ones. They're kind of like the crocodile. And you can get rid of any of the green cards and the green statues from your discard.
Oh, that's pretty nice, actually. Yeah. So.
All right, so you did exactly what I wanted, because I want to go here. And that one has vertical, so it goes that way. Mm-hmm. And on the tiles, some of them have these scarabs. Like this one has 2 scarabs. These act as multipliers, so when you get a set, you want to have a lot of scarabs, because however many tiles you have times the number of scarabs is your score for that set. You took the one in the middle, so you got a corruption.
Yeah, so exactly how that works. So because I went down, I took this tile, put it in the corruption, and I got the tile that I was after. So.
All right. And I'm going to go to the corner, and I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to orient it that way.
But I don't want fish.
Well, you're going to have to take more corruption then.
Well, I guess I'm just going to take a fish. So, I didn't really want a fish, but here we are.
Now, also, the other thing that can be done with the character tiles is they do have an icon in the corner, so you can actually count them along with that set. So, you can play them as part of your set when you lay it down. I
didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a nice bonus. You can get more tiles down that way if you don't use them for their special ability.
Oh, well, that would have been helpful, because I used one for naught.
Yeah. Get some going here. You're going to get more fish.
That wasn't the original goal, but it looks like
that's the only thing in the row, so you kind of have to.
Yeah, well, at least it turns as the round.
Yeah. So if you ever get in a situation where the whole, any of your choices are empty, then we refill the set up at from the back deck here, and at that point, if the next time it fills, if this is empty, that will trigger the end of the game. So you want to make sure. So you gave me a wild. That's nice. So it goes here, and again, this is wild. So this way goes that way.
Yeah. Whee! Wanted some meat. That worked out.
And it goes horizontal again.
Yes.
Awesome, because I want that tile.
That's kind of cornered.
It goes diagonal.
And I guess I will take a cow.
All right. Now, since I finally do have a set, I've got 3 of the black tile here, so I'm going to lay those down. I don't know if that, I guess that's wood, actually. I've got 4 scarabs in there, so this is already worth 12 points immediately when I lay this down. Now, I can add to this.
Oh, that is not cool, dude.
I can add to this in the future, but I have to play in sets of 3 every time, so I can't, if I choose to lay this down now, I could go ahead and add this wild to it and make it 4. But because you can make it as long as you want when you play it. But later on now, if I choose to only play 3, I have to get 3 more to be able to attach to it.
Mm-hmm. Now, there is a reason why you don't want to continuously hold as many tiles and just wait till the end to play them. A, the game may end before you get a chance to play them all if your partner was kind of on top of it. Or
Partner.
B, well...
Your opponent.
Your opponent. Or the other thing is that there are... people that mess with the other person's tiles. For example, there was one that anything over 6 tiles, your partner had to put into corruption, and that got you a lot of corruption.
Yeah.
When I played it on you.
But that was in your hand, yeah.
Yeah. So if anything over 6, so I mean, just keep in mind there are reasons why you don't want to just.
I haven't seen any that affect the ones that are in play. That's
no, not the ones I'm talking about, but in the ones that you play. That's what I'm saying. You should want to lay them down. You don't want to just keep a bunch of tiles. Until the end. So it's your turn.
Is it my go?
Yeah.
Oh, because did you play tiles too?
No, I'm about to though.
Oh, okay. Well, I better get rid of something then. So,
No, you don't. Keep it to yourself. Get your little red thing. You wanted the red thing.
Earlier I did. Why would I? Actually, no, I didn't. I never wanted the red thing.
Well, you have it. So
I guess I'm going to get it. Oh, but that sets you up for that yellow.
Maybe.
All right, fine. I'm going to go ahead and take that. And that turns it that way.
Yep. And then I will take this. So.
I guess I get my choice of a wild
people.
or a wild. Okay. We will go here and turn it that way.
Okay, fun stuff. All right, so I'm actually going to end up laying. We've actually pretty much played this game, and they learning it. I think we're just finishing it at this point. So, you keep on playing until all the tiles in the refill are gone.
One thing we didn't do is when I played my set down.
Yeah, you should have taken one of those.
I get one of these. These are called the pierogi tiles. When you play a set down, you look at these and choose which one you want to play. And they have different abilities on them. Oh, I want that one because this one adds 2 more scarabs, and I'm going to play right there.
Oh.
So now I have 6 multiplier on that one.
And then I just placed one, so I get to look to see what's available. I don't know what that one is. So we didn't get to play with every single one. That keeps it a little bit different.
That's one. Let's take an extra turn.
I'll just take
that one. That one gives you 2 coin plus additional coin. So these are bonus victory points.
So we didn't talk about this. So you can earn coins.
Yeah, you can get them from tokens or at the end of the game.
So you don't have to show your partner what they are, but they range from 3 to something. 9. Ooh, I wish I had I did not get the 9.
And there's also ones of these tokens that have a coin in the upper corner. If you get one of these, you can either choose to keep it as a token or for the ability of the card to add to your set, or you can cash it in immediately and get the coin from the bag. So it's nice options you have with the different tokens you get in this game. So as far as thoughts on the game, it's definitely a very light 2-player game. It's nice and portable, so it's one you can take
but
easily.
It's simple and it's easy, and it's a bit of a puzzler, so you're fine. Like it's good to go back and forth. I think this would be great for like hotel space because it doesn't take a lot of room. I could definitely see taking us and playing this in a hotel room, and and it's enjoyable enough. I mean,
if you're waiting like at the airport, something like that would be useful.
I mean, and or even at home where you're like, I just want something light, keeping it light. And this works actually really great for that, especially for 2 players. So, it's hard to find decent 2-player games. So overall scoring, I'll give it a 6.5. I thought it was pretty decent.
That's probably where I am too, at 6.5. I mean, it's not exciting to me. It's a 2-player. Most 2-player games are not super interesting to me, unless it's one that's more in depth. But there's very few of those out there.
Yeah, it's like Beer and Bread and Pipeline, or the offshoot of Pipeline. Those are the only Curious Cargo. I think are the only 2 that I come up with.
Yeah, there's very few. But there are some games like Agricola that are good for 2 players, even though it's the base game, but it's better on the app because you don't have to set it up. So, I mean, I think that, there's a niche for games that are like this 2-player easy portable ones, and it's just not my favorite cup of tea thing. But it's fine for traveling if you're quick and need a quick filler. And 6.5, I think, is a good score for this. So.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We had an absolute blast. We're going to let you go so we can finish playing our game now that we're halfway through it. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.